Good morning. And yes, I double checked, at least I think I did. It's build day 18. Build day 18. I don't know what the hell it is, but every year, every time we get in between build day 15 and build day 20, I start screwing up on the build counts. And sorry for weird angles. I'm getting extension cords to plug in. And I need the other hand, it figures. And the camera's in the wrong hand, you're getting wonky camera angles. One for the blow up. And the other one, just a Mishkabibble cord I use for drills and lights and that sort of thing. Like I said, I'm not sure what the hell's going on. But every year, every year, I always end up screwing up on the build dates. But I swear, it's build day 18 today. Welcome to my life. Well, go on, Kay, go on. Go on. Yes, I know, she's nuzzling her leash. She knows it's time to go out and park the truck. But anyway, we did pretty good yesterday, even with the rain. Got the basic maze for the most part done. I've still got to take this panel off, put a 1-foot panel in there, and then move this panel down here. Then we gotta go up and over the curb and down this way a bit to get the witch done. And then we got bracing and that sort of thing to do. So that's what we're gonna be focusing on today. Once we get all that done, we gotta get the clown skins out for the clown rooms and the witch skins out to finish the courtyard in this area. So that's what we are going to be working on as soon as Kaylee helps me move the truck. Right now I'm just kind of walking the haunt. We got some blue sky up there, so I don't think we're going to get any rain today. So we will not be hitting the photo hall. Which is not photo hall, I mean water room. Which I'm kind of glad, because I'm, like I was saying yesterday, I'm not really in the mood to be doing it. But anyway, we'll see you next segment. Well, it's lunchtime. I've been out here for about 2.5 hours or so, 3 hours. If that rain hadn't hit, what I've gotten done yesterday, and we would have been starting out with putting skins up today. But I got interest from the clown, which I've showed you. Hammering clown prop, Jack in the Box, and then the witch display, which ends up with the entrance of the mausoleum in the little courtyard. So, should be interesting this year. And then we went and put a doorway, a hinged doorway, both this panel moves so I can seal this up. But it gives us access to the back. And here comes Morgan, carrying a couple of clown panels.
I found these, I couldn't find the big ones.
Oh, that's right, just set them off to the side, sweetie. But it'll give us a chance to do like what Morgan's doing now. She's bringing clown panels out. We can get the garbage can in and out of the haunt and what have you, so that'll help. It's all braced, so it's ready to go. And I went and put my last sheet of plywood, part sheet of plywood up over here to cover whatever props are going to be here. We're still going to have some drippage here where the plywood runs into the tent. But if it gets to the point where I'm up to doing it, I can attach a poor man's gutter here. Oh, sorry, Morgan, my fault. I'm trying to get out of your way. Traffic jam in the haunt already. But I could do a poor man's gutter there. And there's a couple other spots where we get some drips and stuff that I could do gutters on them, which are fairly easy to do. But anyway, I'm going to go get some lunch and then come back out. And when I come back out, we're going to start installing clown panels. Well, we've had a very, very busy day. Ended up with blue skies, and it was nice today. Got up to 62, 63, which is nice considering it was down in the low 50s last couple of days and wet. Made an executive decision. We've been working on skinning today. We got all the bracing and stuff done this morning. I think I showed you that last clip, and the plywood up and stuff. So we started skinning, and out here at the entrance, you notice I got witch panels up here. This was supposed to be scene setter. And I got to thinking, the new butler's going in that corner. This pattern would go with them, so I just put that up there. And then there'll be a curtain here. I still gotta get the bar up for it yet. Keep forgetting. I'll remember when I go to put the skins up. Or not skins, but the curtains up. But into the spider, which you've already seen. And here is the clown. Here's that blind nook I mentioned. You know, I'm half tempted. You know, we use a black plastic to go over the doors, and I cut slits in it. I'm half tempted to put one here over the wall panels. That way people might think it's a shortcut, you know, to get past the clown, and then to have it be a dead end. That'd screw with people. But clown is up and going. Wall panels need to be washed. That's something I'm gonna have Morgan do. Then we got witch going. It's finished. And then we've got the doors here that shut when the haunt's open. And I know, wonky camera angle. And they're not shut all the way, but it gives you the idea. But we'll have them shut all the way, and I'll latch them on the back. So that way we can get stuff in and out. And Kaylee does not like having them shut. There you go, Kay. So, got that taken care of. And then the second clown area over here is done. I had two. You remember last year, this was in the rose garden over on the side of the property for the Hammer and Clown last year, and we had roses in there. Wall panels won't go through roses very easily, so I just cut the bottoms off and then just set them down on top of the roses. Figure I put them back there. The Jack in the Box will hide them, and then we finished it off with witch panels here. It's a mess out here. Morgan's going to be out tomorrow. She's going to do a lot of sweeping for me and stuff, and do a garbage cleanup. The whole driveway needs it. But right now, I am working over in the Hammer and Clown area. I got two pieces to the pond. We're going to get the pond put together and then start dragging out the last of the fencing, and we're going to get these areas here fenced so it's done and over with. And I probably won't get done until after dinner. Suanne's about ready to call me for dinner, I think. But anyway, I'm going to work on getting that pond together while Suanne's working on dinner. And then we'll get out here after dinner and work on the fencing. We're about ready to quit for the day. We made some progress. Now, we've got the maze 99% done. Tomorrow, officially, we start moving all the props in. As far as 99% done on the maze, Suanne and I were talking. Normally, we run a fence panel down the arborvitaes. And we got a Kaylee snooping around. With this being the spider display, she normally cobwebs the hell out of the bushes anyway. We've decided we're not going to put a fence panel there. We're just going to cobweb the hell out of it. But we get over here into the clown display, and there's that blind nook. Put a 2-foot panel there. And then we get into the Hammer and Clown, and they walk around. And the Hammer and Clown goes off, they get a little wet. Now here's the other spot here that we left open. Stan and I both agreed this spot needs a fence panel of some sort. And I've got enough leftover panels I could probably cobble something together. We're going to wait till after she gets everything cobwebbed to do that. Well, I'll probably bring some out and measure tomorrow. Then we get over here into the witch display. We got one panel mounted. That's the other one that goes in here. I left it down because we've got stuff in the back that we need to bring out here. So I left that down on purpose. But it's pretty much done. Just got to be put back up into place. And then we've got the Jack in the Box. It's got its panel. And then they walk down here. And I got my 5-foot panel in there to keep people away from the stuff I've got on the other side of the fence, or we'll have on the other side of the fence. Now I have a goof to fix, and that's that fence panel right there. I forgot we've got the exit arch on here, and the pillars that sit on 2 boxes. I got one there and one that's supposed to go over here, which means this fence is in the wrong spot. I am going to have to move it over, but I can't do that until we get the exit arch in here. In fact, I'm going to have to redesign. I'm probably going to have to cut over and back or do something. I don't know. But that's a goof I'm going to have to fix. We also got in here today. We were having a problem with the net getting wet. It was starting to droop real bad. So we went through and tightened it up and stuff. So we got that done. And pardon me for a minute. I'm going to unplug the blow-ups. Okay, blow-ups unplugged. Kaylee's getting anxious. She wants to go out and do her evening play time out in the backyard. But she knows she knows I have to do the wrap up and get my work and stuff picked up out here. So she's being a pretty good girl about it. With that, I'm going to take you into the end of the day wrap up. But we made a lot of progress today. Got a lot of things done. Okay, end of the day wrap up with me and Kaylee. As you just saw in the clip I just filmed. We got quite a bit done today. Wall panel skins are totally up. We got the bracing done. We got the fences in. That consisted of most of the day. We had great weather. Now, if we had not gotten that rain yesterday, we probably would have gotten some props out today. But my main goal for this week was to get the maze totally finished by today. That way we can start tomorrow doing props. It should take us about a week and a half, week to week and a half to get all the props out here and get all the displays set up. At least that's what I'm shooting for. I'm shooting for a week from Wednesday to have all the props done. And that'll give me a week to get all the electrical done. Should go a lot quicker than that, really. We'll start out at the entrance and just kind of work our way through the haunt. The longest display to set up, as usual, that water room. And that's because of the liners and what a mess it is. We should have everything else done, though, within a couple of days. I know tomorrow I've got to figure out fencing for that one spot in the from the clown hall to the witch, or clown display, because it's not a hallway this year. It's a full-blown display, 2 of them. But I've got to figure out that fencing in between that display and the witch display, which shouldn't take too long. In fact, I don't know, I might wait until after we get the props out here and I get the exit and entrance arches in on the mausoleum to do the fencing. But anyway, that's something that's got to be done this next week. It's got to get taken care of. But, you know, basically tomorrow we are going to start out at the shed and the supply dump around it. Everything that needs to come out in the haunt is going to come out. Same thing with the patio. All the stuff we've got in the patio, everything's coming out. We've got a few things in a spare bedroom, in 2 of the 2 rooms in the house upstairs. We've been using as mini supply dumps. We're going to get those out here and set up. And then we got the some stuff in the basement, Iron Maiden, the mirror, you know, what have you, that needs to come out. Once all that stuff's out, I'll probably go through and get it set up before we tackle the attic, because the attic is going to be a huge mess. Not only to get it down, but to get it out here. We're going to have tubs and stuff scattered throughout the haunt. So, and at that point, it's going display by display, setting everything up. So, you know, now the real fun begins. You know, I got the maze done. You know, that's all I'm worried about right now. So anyway, I'm going to bring it to a close. Kaylee's being such a good girl. sitting here waiting on Papa. And we're going to go do some playtime, and I'll go in and get you guys edited and uploaded. So we'll see you tomorrow. Stay spooky. Stay toxic.